Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, yeah, yeah. It's like a tracker, get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him like and run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking dage.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. On this one, we have a new radiator for the Jeep. So hopefully this eBay spec radiator is going to do the trick and seal up the radiator.
Dude, so excited.
Yeah, because once we sell this Jeep, we got money for gearboxes. Yeah, boy. I've still got to do some research on the gearbox for this. If anyone's done it before, a CD009, the 350Z gearbox into R32 with an RB25, let me know because I would appreciate the help. I've seen there's a plate you can get, adapter plate, but you have to like grind down your bell housing, and then it says that you can only run a single plate clutch. So if anyone knows any other options, let me know. Do you know?
Yeah, I'm happy to make gearbox cross member.
Yeah, that'll be sick. Like a proper good one. Have you seen what Dad did in that?
I have not, no.
It's pretty good, eh? So yeah, eBay spec radiator. It was $114.
That's pretty good because it's going to be a large thing.
It's pretty big. Well, it's that big. About the same size as that.
I guess it's not that good.
It's not that good. But it doesn't have holes in it.
Nope.
I hope it doesn't come with holes. So now, got to freaking fit it in this big pile of poo-poo.
Have fun.
I know. I'm not looking forward to it. I was really getting mad last time when I was getting it out.
Really?
And normally getting things out's the easy part.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it. And I've got to get this off the hoist because we have a special car coming in on Sunday that no one's going to be expecting.
Yeah, you're really excited to work on. You can see it in your eyes.
Can you see?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's a hint. Starts with Bogan. No, I'm actually opening. No offense to anyone. I'm opening my horizons to other vehicles made by other countries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good, well put.
It's not made in Japan.
Which is very odd for you to. This is new.
It's new. Yeah, pretty cool. Same with this. This is made in America apparently.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's a Jeep. It's not made in America, but it's a Jeep.
Mexico?
Probably. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Typical America, right?
Yeah. Make everything in Mexico. Yeah, let's get on with the freaking thing. I'm going to leave the front bar off because I'm going to do a headlight restoration on here and show you a little eBay DIY kit. Love me a good eBay bargain.
No way.
Yeah. Let's open the box. So I just whipped it out the box and I was like, oh shit, is that even the same? Like it's pretty close, but is it the same? Because I noticed the top part here, you got a little right angle dingle dangle, and then this one is like a bit different. It's quite a lot bigger. So hopefully that still fits. Surely it would, otherwise they would have some bad reviews. This one had some good reviews. So I've got to swap over all the stuff like these rubbers, whack them on the bottom there, put these bungs in there for the what do you call it, auto transmission coolant shit, and put these little, what do you call it, in there. So I'll change over all the shit and then we'll try and see if it fits back in. Let's just stay positive right now and wish me luck. Okie dokie, the new radiator is here, ready to go in. I've tried to make as much room as I could here, but if you haven't seen the last episode, maybe go check it out of me pulling it out. It's very entertaining for some, not for me. But basically this top piece here is part of the fan, and it's like a shroud all built in, and this top piece comes out like a long bloody way, and then it makes a cover on the top, which is a great idea. Absolutely awesome for cooling. Makes it super difficult to do anything with this section of the car. If they just had this piece unbolt from the top of there, mate, she would be a lot easier, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, so I've got to get it in that gap there. It doesn't look too bad right now, but let's just see how we go. This one here is looking so nice and fresh, but it's so bloody thin. Like stock radiators, man, I haven't ran a stock radiator in so long in any of my cars because that would just not do the trick. But if you look at this fan shroud, the radiator sits perfectly in there, and it seals up with those rubber fin things, and the air is getting pulled straight through there with like almost the full surface area. So the cooling of the water is really good, especially for a stock engine that's not going to get pushed that much. So even though it's super thin, the air is getting pulled through there, almost using the whole entire area of the intercooler. It's not an intercooler, of the radiator. So yeah, it does the trick, because that's like, basically you look at that, and if you're doing anything aftermarket, you try and recreate that. So a good shroud, a good bloody shroud, and good fans will do the trick. A lot of people get overheating issues when they run like eBay fans. They just can't pull, and no shroud at all. And shroud is like everything. It just funnels the air through and uses your whole radiator. So yeah, let's have a go at putting this in. I also forgot to say in the last one, check out the freaking coolant that came out of this thing. That is what was in it, and that much as well. There's like no fluid there at all. Don't know what's in there, some lumpy shit, but that's what came out of this beast. So I'm pretty sure when we do a major service on this, it's gonna run a lot nicer. I just had a glance at all those freaking bolts and shit. My method is that you just put them all here, and then there's only one place where they can go back, so it should be sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in now. Tracking you down. Okay, we're close. You have to get the left side in first to get past the steering box. Thanks for the dude in the comments, forgot your name, sorry, that helped me out calling it a steering box, not a sway bar. Makes sense now. So steering box, solid freaking cast freaking block of solidness on that left side, on the driver's side, is right in your way. So there's like a nozzle that comes off for your lower radiator hose, and that has to get past like, oh, it doesn't. So you got to get in there on an angle like this. Got it past that. Now we're going down, and the fan shroud, this is a radiator, it's in, it's almost sitting down. The fan shroud is like this at the moment, so I could get in, and the bottom has like a fin on it like this, a flat fin. I don't even know if you can see. Flat fin, and the radiator is sitting on top of it. So I have to get that out from under it and then bolt it on like that. So we're going up again. What do you know? I just like lifted the car up, got under there, and twisted the fan shroud, and went click, and everything just fell into place. And I was like, that sounded really nice, but surely not. And then yeah, no shit, the radiator's in. So now just to hook up all the shit to it, that's even more fun. So I'm loving this. It's actually pretty good. It's a twist, because normally when you're taking something out of a car, it's pretty easy. When you're putting it back in, it's more difficult or takes longer. Sometimes, I guess, not always in this case. But yeah, I'm gonna hook all the lines up now and put the water in, and we'll start it up, or the coolant I should say. Yeehaw! So she's all back together. The fan shroud doesn't fit perfectly. It's off a little bit, but I just used some zip ties to pull it hard against the radiator, so that should work fine. At the bottom, it's a little bit different, the size. It's eBay spec, man. That's just what happens. Nothing comes to the right size. But now we just need to put some coolant in there and start it up, bleed the system. So you want to get all the bubbles out, all the air. There's actually an air bleeder right here on this system, so you can put the cap on and bleed it through this, which is pretty freaking cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, everything went back together okay. I just left off all the plastic shit, like the little fan like vents and all the crap that doesn't really do anything, that just gets in the way. got rid of that shit. It's not needed. While the front bumper bar's off, I'm going to do a restoration on these headlights. They're really bad. You can't see it that well on camera, but they're like yellow as. Oh, you can see it better from that angle. Look at that. Absolutely cooked. So I'm going to do a little restoration on there. That'll be an episode coming soon. And then we're going to like gurney the engine bay, clean it up a bit. This clear coat is cooked, so gonna give it a bit of a cut and polish, you know, on the roof. It's really bad. Make it look a bit nicer, and then yeah, get it ready for sale. There's also an issue with the air conditioning not working, so I have to dive into that as well. I don't know if I'll do an episode on that or not, but yeah, let's put some coolant in it. Well, I've got this green coolant here. There's a big debate on which coolant you're supposed to use with cars, and what I've been told from a mechanic is that as long as you put the same colour back into it, then it's fine. If it had green in there, then you put green in it again. If it had red in it, you put green in it again next time. Because some of the coolant is still in the engine. But what came out of this engine was not coolant. That is water. So I'm just going to put whatever I have in there, and it's green. So anything's going to be better than that. People just say that you shouldn't mix the two colours, basically. But I don't think there's any coolant left in this freaking engine, eh? Like none. So I've just whacked some green shit in there. We're about to turn the car on and then bleed the system, get the air out. And I've just got to suck out the shitty water that's left in the overflow here, fill that up with coolant as well. And then she's going to love life, hopefully. Fingers crossed it starts. Let's see what it does. Okay. No battery at all. What? That can't be right. Did I disconnect the battery? No, I didn't disconnect it. Mate. She's dead flat. Dead flat battery, mate. Fuck. Like always, had to go to the S13, the only car that works, steal the battery out of that, which is my second-hand battery for the WRX. I'm not doing too good with batteries at the moment. So basically you just want to start it up, check for leaks, hope that the bloody lines down there aren't leaking, because that would be a bitch if they are. Please don't leak. But yeah, she's pretty quiet, so pretty much just limiter bash this all night and no one will give a shit. So I'm going to bleed the system now, get all the air out, and then we should be sweet with a brand new radiator. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so basically put coolant in, start the car up. The coolant sits in the radiator and in the top part of the engine, right next to the thermostat. Once the engine heats up enough, the thermostat will open, letting the coolant travel through all the passageways of the engine and come back around to the bottom of the radiator, and it creates a circuit, and then it cools the engine on the way through. Also cools, yeah, so the radiator coolant, the air hits here, cools the water, which is circled through your engine, so it's cooling that. Yeah, basically that's it. So when the thermostat opened, the revs went up and it sucked in a bunch of water, and that water pump would have sucked through all the water, and then it drained a bit of coolant, so you want to top that up again and then just let it sit with the lid off, and then once it raises up slowly, it means it's expanding because it's getting hot. Put the lid on and then use this freaking awesome bleeding valve thing right here. Just loosen it off and it lets out the bubbles and not a shit ton of water. It's letting out a little bit of water, but that's a lot tidier way of doing it for sure. So I'm just going to let this bleed. The temperature gauge in here said, yeah, so it's almost at 100. These gauges are never that accurate, but it hasn't gone higher than that, so that's good. Should be mint, mate, should be mint. So just gonna finish doing this and move on to the next thing. This bleeder thing is so cool. So all the bubbles are bubbling out there. It's like a dedicated spot for the bubbles to come out, rather than the radiator cap where it's just going crazy. So yeah, we should definitely put something like this in the 32, because Well, hopefully I don't have to pull it apart often, but when you do, you want it to be nice and easy. Awesome, so that's pretty much a wrap on this one, guys. The Jeep is all done, so the radiator, I mean, is all done. So that's fixed. No overheating issues, happy days. eBay radiator, $114 I think it was. So solved the problem, beautiful. I need to get another battery for this. The battery that was in there, no good. No good. New battery, I need to dive into the air conditioning, get that working. When you push the button, nothing happens. So I need to get that sorted. I think it's wiring, hopefully. Hopefully it's none of this stuff at the front where I have to pull it all off again, because that would be shit. Then I need to dive into that passenger window, get that sorted, clean it up a bit, do this headlight restoration, and then, yeah, put it up for sale. See how much we can get. I'm going to put it up for like maybe 6 grand and then go, I'd probably take 5 grand. So if anyone actually wants to buy it, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to sell it. It would be a good car. I can't see anything really mechanically wrong with it. So it would be pretty good. It's just, obviously I'm just using it to fund other cars. You see those posts all the time. I'm selling this because I've got too many cars, too many projects. That's literally me, as you can see. Hey, what do you reckon? Too many cars or not enough? Not enough? Yeah. Enzo's repping the merch. So if you want to get some merch, it's on the link below. Check it out. I'll catch you on the next one. There's an exciting thing that just happened outside, out front of the shed. So I'll show you that on the next episode, I think. But yeah, see you guys real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Peace out. Bye bye. Bye bye.